Welcome to Bunraku. In this short video we'll show you how to set up your Bunraku server in AWS Marketplace and add your first Puppet node. In next to no time you'll have your Foreman server deployed, saving you precious time. We do the building of the server for you. Firstly, find Bunraku in AWS Marketplace by typing Bunraku in the search bar. From the results, select Bunraku Quick Start, Puppet and Foreman. The Bunraku implementation support and consultancy service I will be mentioning later on. This will take you to the Bunraku product page where you should click on View Purchase Options. After reading the terms and conditions, click Accept. This should take approximately 1 minute to process. And now once the subscription has activated, you'll be able to click on Continue to Configuration and the next stage. Next, select your preferred region to launch your Bunraku server in using the drop-down menu and then proceed to Continue to Launch. On the Launch This Software page, under Choose Action, you can select EC2 if you wish to configure more options. We are going to select Launch from Website. If your region has multiple VPCs and subnets, here you have the option to select which of these to use or keep the default suggested. Under Security Group Settings, we've predefined the security rules you require. You just need to enter the IP address you will be accessing your Foreman server from. If you need any further information, clicking on the link in the description below will take you to our deployment guide. Lastly, select a key pair you wish to use to connect securely to your instance. If you don't have one, there is a link to create a key pair in EC2. Click on Launch to proceed. Within a minute, you'll be able to access the instance that has been created. Click on EC2 Console to view the address that has been assigned to your instance. You will now be able to log into your new instance using your preferred SSH client and the address assigned to the instance. For more information, click on the link in the description below, which will take you to our deployment guide. This takes us to the first of the Foreman setup pages. Using the arrow keys, highlight Foreman with Web Interface and then press Enter to select OK. Bunraku's setup will now ask you whether you wish to install open source Puppet or the new Puppet core. We're going to select the first option for speed. Press Enter to confirm. This next stage gives you the option to change your system hostname from the AWS default. As you can see here, we have entered foreman.getbunraku.com. You can use the EC2 DNS name that is discovered, or preferably enter your own DNS hostname. Remember to configure this with your DNS provider first. If you would like to use a different initial admin username and password, use the arrow keys to navigate and update the fields. To continue, press Enter to submit. A summary of the system settings is now displayed. This gives you the option to restart if you wish to edit any of them, or press Continue to proceed. Foreman now informs you that it is in the process of being configured. This will take approximately 10 minutes to complete. Upon completion, you will see this page which displays the URL you can now use to access your new Foreman server from a browser. You will now be able to log into Foreman with the credentials you have created. And once you've logged in, the home page in Foreman will display the new host that you've just created under New Hosts, together with the name and operating system. To install the Puppet node, we have provided the commands needed in our documentation under the User Guide Puppet Node Configuration section. I'm going to copy all 4 of these commands and run them to install the agent. The first command checks that all the certificates are up to date, and the second and third commands install the repositories. The last one runs sudo apt update. And then we have to actually install the Puppet agent. You'll notice that we have the commands for Linux distributions that use apt and those that use yum. Our particular example is a Ubuntu box, so I've used apt. So the next stage is to configure the Puppet node. Again, 4 commands. The only change you need to make is to edit the DNS name of the server. Ours is foreman.getbunraku.com, but yours will be something different. Again, copy all 4 commands. And this last output shows the Puppet node waiting for its certificate to be signed by your server. To sign the certificate request in Foreman, navigate to Infrastructure, Smart Proxies, then select your Foreman server to open the next page. Then click the Puppet CA tab. Under the Certificates tab, you will see your Puppet node and its certificate waiting to be signed. Use the Sign button to do this. Alternatively, you can do this via the command line of the Foreman server. And finally, we can see our Puppet node here with its certificate signed and ready to go. As can be seen here on the command line of the Puppet node, its certificate has been successfully downloaded from the server. Once Puppet is run on the node, the client will appear under Hosts on the server. Lastly, we also offer a consultancy to support your implementation, whether you need help in designing your environment or writing a tricky custom module.